Takaru was an ugly, overworked, middle-aged man who hated his boring life. One day, after returning home from his dead-end job, he collapsed onto his couch to watch TV. But suddenly, he found himself teleported to a strange dimension. Sitting across from him was a man known as Discount Hero X. The man explained that he was in charge of the solar system. Takaru asked if he was an alien, but he clarified that he was more like a god. His responsibility was to ensure that life on various planets did not go extinct. He did this by sending humans into new worlds to see if they could survive. Takaru was next on the list. While he technically had the right to refuse, his soul would vanish if he did not agree to be sent to another world. Takaru realized this was unfair, but he had no choice. Kami reassured him that he would be given special powers to survive in the new world. Kami began considering what abilities Takaru should receive. Magic was essential, so he gave him maxed-out mana. Takaru requested a large, opaque goth girlfriend in the new world. Kami warned him that this would be difficult, given Takaru's appearance and personality, but promised to try once he arrived. Additionally, Takaru was granted a powerful search ability, global language understanding, and several debuff resistances. Kami was unsure if he was allowed to give so many abilities at once, but there was no time to change it. The body of Takaru had already begun to disappear. Kami wished him luck, and Takaru was sent to the new world. Takaru woke up next to a tree, slowly realizing what had happened. Unsure of what to do, he began walking in a random direction, hoping to encounter someone. Eventually, he spotted a village nearby. However, he was completely broke. He remembered that Kami had given him a search skill to gather materials. Holding out his stick, he attempted to activate the search magic, but nothing happened. Panicking, he tried writing trigger words in the dirt, eventually realizing that simply saying, "search," activated the skill. Purple icons appeared over harvestable items, and saying "scan near one" provided a detailed description. One particular flower was birang. Unsure of its exact value, he decided it must be valuable and began gathering plants. After several minutes, he collected a variety of resources, though most were E-rank. He then noticed a nearby rock. Upon scanning, it turned out to be a piece of anterior poop, which was C-rang, giving it value. Satisfied with his collection, he decided to head to the village to sell his goods. By nightfall, Takaru reached the village gates and met a guard named Marlowe. The guard was surprised to see a gatherer and directed him to the general store. At the store, Takaru asked the owner if he would buy his materials. He pulled out the poop rock first. The owner was amazed and offered 5 gold coins. Takaru asked about its value, and the owner explained that 5 gold coins were a substantial sum. He then emptied his bag, and the owner was astonished by the variety of exotic plants he had gathered. Impressed, the owner offered Takaru a side quest to collect mithril ore from the eastern mountains. He promised 360 gold coins as payment, warning him about monsters in the area. Takaru accepted the mission. 6:51 to 7:30. That night, he rented a room at the inn. Hoping for a proper bath, he discovered that only wealthy people could afford one. A housekeeper brought him a bowl of hot water to clean himself. She explained that some wizards could cast spells to clean others. Remembering his magic, Takaru cast the spell Clean, which worked successfully. The next day, Takaru went to gather more materials. His search skill revealed a new symbol, leading him to a decomposing skeleton. Scanning it, he learned it belonged to someone named Belria. Nearby, a locket contained a note from Belria's sister, thanking him for trying to help their father and asking her brother to stay safe. Takaru performed a burial for Belria and cast a protective barrier before camping for the night. The following morning, he entered the forest of white trees, known for monsters and danger. He cast a light spell to scan the area but found no monsters or valuable items. Taking advantage of the absence of threats, he moved quickly. While running, Takaru fell off a cliff. Using the spell Fly, he safely landed at the bottom of a cavern. There, he discovered numerous ores in the walls. Mining them, he found silver but no mithril. Deeper inside, his search skill detected N or hidden in rocks. Using a controlled fire blast, he uncovered some mithril ore. The cave shook, signaling possible collapse, but he pressed onward. Eventually, he found a large aquifer with dazzling water. Scanning it revealed S-rank ancient dragon magical water, the most valuable resource he had discovered. As Takaru dipped his hands in the water, a massive dragon emerged. The dragon expressed anger at Takaru for entering its lair, but was surprised when he remained calm and apologized. Noticing Takaru's unusually high mana, which even exceeded its own, Vulgus asked him to hatch an egg. In return, Takaru would receive a large cluster of mithril ore. He began channeling mana into the egg, but halfway through, it drained all his power, causing him to lose consciousness. When he awoke, the baby dragon had hatched successfully. Vulgus entrusted the dragon, now named B, to Takaru, stating that his child would be safer with him. Submerging itself in the lake, Vulgus departed, leaving Takaru with the dragon.